Table salt is the one almost everyone knows. It is the plain white salt you find in most kitchens, fine in texture, quick to dissolve, and usually fortified with iodine. It is simple, practical, and by far the most common salt people use every day. Sea salt comes next. It is made by evaporating seawater, which gives it a more natural image in the eyes of many people. Depending on how it is produced, it can be fine, coarse, or flaky, and that difference in texture is often what makes it stand out. Himalayan pink salt is one of the most recognizable types today. Its pink color is the first thing that catches your eye, and that color comes from trace minerals, especially iron. It is mined from ancient salt deposits, and it is often marketed as something premium before anyone even tastes it.
Kosher salt is different, mainly because of its size and feel. Its larger, coarser crystals make it easier to pinch and control while cooking, which is exactly why so many chefs like it. The name comes from its traditional use in preparing meat, not because it is somehow fundamentally different from other salts.
Fleur de sel, or flour of salt, is where things start to feel a little more refined. It forms on the surface of salt ponds and is collected by hand, which makes it scarce and more expensive. People usually buy it as a finishing salt, something to sprinkle on top of a dish at the very end, rather than use during cooking.
Gray salt stands out because it does not look like the usual bright white salt. Its color comes from the minerals it contains, and it often has a slightly moist texture. Some people prefer it because it feels more natural, while others like the idea of serving something that looks a little more special on the table.
Black salt is a completely different experience. It has a strong, distinctive smell and taste, especially in Indian and Asian cooking. People do not buy it just because it is salt. They buy it because it adds a very specific character to food, and in some vegetarian dishes, it can even create an egg-like flavor.
Smalt salt is more than just salt with a different name. It is exposed to smoke until it picks up a deep, rich flavor that works especially well with grilled meat, eggs, potatoes, and simple dishes that need a stronger finish. It is the kind of salt you buy when you want the food to taste like something more deliberate.
Rock salt takes us back to something rougher and more ancient. It is mined from underground deposits left behind by old seas, and it usually comes in large, coarse crystals. People use it in cooking, food preservation, and other practical ways. Flake salt is probably the most elegant-looking one on the list. It is light, crisp, and often used as a final touch on steak, bread, or even desserts. It doesn't just season the food, it finishes it, which is exactly why people like it.